What's up, Notjust developers? Welcome to the Kickstart of Notjust Hack, the edition of April 2025, in which we encourage our community to build and launch a mobile application in 1 month. Hello, everyone who is joining us on YouTube, on Twitter, on Discord. Very excited to see our community gather together to build and hack applications because that's what's the goal of our Notjust development channel. So today we're kickstarting the Notjust hack, and I want to make sure that it is clear what to expect in the next month and some information on how you can participate as well. Because during the next month, starting from April 1st to April 30th, we challenge you to build a new mobile application and to launch it either on Play Store or on Apple App Store. And if you do that, we have some amazing prizes as well. You have a chance to win a MacBook Air M1 for the first place, the React Native Mastery course for the second place, and $250 for the third place. So welcome to Notjust Hack, and with that, I think we can declare Notjust Hack April 2025 open. And for more information, make sure to always go to notjusthack.com, and while you're there, make sure to sign up to be up to date to receive all the updates during this month of Hackathon. We're going to use email as a main source of communication. We're also going to post on Discord the important updates, but the email is going to be the place where we're going to send all the important information about the Hackathon. So that's very important for you. Go to notjusthack.com, press register now, and we're going to make sure to notify you when and what you have to do. This is not our first edition. We actually have done a couple of other Notjust Hack in the past, which were super successful. We've done it in 2023, in 2024, at the end of 2024, and actually at the end of last year, we had more than 2,000 participants and more than 60 applications built and submitted by the end. We heard you well. You said you wanted more often, not just once a year. So we decided let's do it twice a year. So this April, we are doing it once again. So let's quickly go through what to expect. So how to participate? We try to keep the rules super simple to make sure that everyone can follow. So to participate, what you have to do is you have to build an application from scratch during April. Guys, I'm pretty sure you have a ton of ideas somewhere in your notes or in the back of your head that you always wanted to build, and you always thought like maybe later, maybe not, if that's not the right time. Well, I think when would be a better time if not now. We have 1 month, take it as a challenge and challenge yourself to see what you can achieve in 1 month. I'm pretty sure you're going to be surprised that how much you can fit in 1 month. You're gonna definitely find time, and I'm pretty sure that most of you have a day job or are a student, and nobody is perfect. Like, we do not have all the resources out there to do this, but we can, if we prioritize and we are challenged and we are doing it as a community together with other people that are working towards the same goals. It can motivate, and it can you're gonna say that you're gonna find these times in the weekends or during the evenings. So first rule, build a mobile application from scratch. The next one, which is super important, it's hard, but we decided to stick with this rule, is in order to participate in the hackathon, you have to get your application published to be publicly available on App Store for Apple or on Google Play Store for Android. These are the two options. And in the previous hackathon, we received a lot of good feedback from people saying that without this push, they would probably never actually go through that challenge and struggles to get the application approved. But having this challenge allowed them to actually go through it. And now they have an application on the market that users are downloading and using it. So we know that this is hard and it involves challenges in itself, but that's the goal of a hackathon. We don't want to simply mess around and build something that like in our terminals or in our devices, because nowadays probably everyone can do that with AI. I think taking an idea from an idea to implementation to design to testing it with real users to getting it approved on the market, the whole flow is what makes it valuable and what we want to help you go through. And even if it's the first time and maybe you're going to encounter some issues, take it as a learning opportunity to see how to get an idea from your head into code and all the way in the hands of the users through App Store or Play Market. You're going to learn a lot, and later you're going to look back and say like, I'm very happy that I did that. So later I'm going to talk a little bit more about something that you have to be aware of, but just a quick warning is that getting the application on App Store and Play Store is time consuming. So we have 30 days, but don't postpone starting the publishing process to the last week. Start it as soon as possible to increase the chances for your application to go through this submission process. It's taking a lot of time. You're going to go through some rejections by Apple and Google. That's okay. Everyone is going through that. You just need to plan it in advance and try to do it as soon as possible. Finally, after you have application publicly available on the market, on Play Store, on App Store, you have a URL, go ahead and submit it to the hackathon. That's how we are going to evaluate the applications that are submitted. We are going to share with you a form, a submission form, where you're going to submit the application for the hackathon. This submission form is going to be sent to your email throughout the hackathon, more closer to the end. So that's why it's important to be registered for the hackathon to receive this submission form. More about that you're going to find on our website, and we're going to let you know during the emails. More on like the building part. You can use any framework, you can use any library, you can use any tool, as long as you have application published on the market. We want to encourage the action takers, not like the perfectionists that are building the most perfect application in the most perfect framework and so on. What we care about is like to push you to do something, to get out of your comfort zone and to get an application launched on the market. So for that, it doesn't matter what framework you're using, what library. We have a lot of resources on this channel on React Native, so if you're interested, you'll find a lot. Maybe you're already familiar with that, but if you have experience with Flutter, or if you want to learn something new, maybe you want to learn links, the new framework from ByteDance, from TikTok, give it a try. Hackathons are a perfect opportunity to learn something new as well, so everyone can take something valuable from them. You can also use any AI tools, also known as vibe coding nowadays. We were thinking internally with the team like how to go about this when it comes to AI tools, because someone can code an application by himself and it's going to take him a lot to build something meaningful, while someone else can use AI to build something in an evening. And we looked at it as what are we trying to do here? We're not a school, we're not a university that are trying to grade your knowledge and something like that. We are here to push and challenge you. And out there in the real world, the true developers that are making a difference are using AI tools to speed their development process. So use them with however you want. Just build something meaningful and get it published during April. That's what we want to see. And share this journey with us. We'd also like to see, because more often I've been doing like this kind of AI assisted or vibe coding, as we say it, more and more often. And it's saving me a lot of time. You can also work alone or in a team of up to 3 people. If you are fine working alone, that's perfectly good. If you have like some friends or some colleagues, maybe you can send a message today to saying them like, hey, join me and let's build something amazing. That's also going to be good for you. So that's also possible. Now, my advice. I'm going to do a Q&A session in a second. Let me just finish some notes here. So if you have questions, please write them in the live chat on YouTube or on Discord. I'm going to see if I'll probably check Twitter as well. So my advice is to build the MVP as soon as possible. MVP is minimum viable product. When you think about an idea, try to nail it down to the core feature. What is that idea about? Like, what's one features that you would build and the application would make sense? Start with that, focus on it, make it working, make it functional. You can also simplify it, take some shortcuts. Maybe you don't need a backend, maybe you don't need authentication, maybe you don't need onboarding. Get that one feature of application ready as soon as possible. Once you do that, get started with the app publishing process. Start preparing the application for production, which means working on the icon. Don't spend a lot of time on that. There are AI tools that can help you with that as well. But yeah, start getting the screenshots. Screenshots are quite important. Like, you're gonna spend like a couple of hours there, and get your application on the market to start the deployment process. For Apple, you're going to have test flight. You're going to test it in production. If everything is good, you can already submit the application to be reviewed by Apple. For Google, here is the thing that you need to be aware of. If you're having a new account on Google Play Store, when launching a new application, there are some requirements. Your application should be in closed testing, being tested by at least 12 developers or 12 people for at least 14 days. So this is the requirement until you can get the application on the market. That means that what you have to do is get started with that testing part as soon as possible. If you can do it in 3 days, that's good. If you can do it in 1 week, I think it's very possible to build like the main feature in 1 week, and in 1 week already start the closed testing with 12 users. To get the 12 people to help you test the application, go ahead, ask your friends, ask your family, install it on all devices you have, and use the community. Use this community. We have a Discord channel where other people are in the same shoes as you, so help each other. I want this to be an opportunity for you to find other people who can all grow together. So when someone needs help, go ahead, help them test the application. When you need help, go ahead and ask for it and try to help each other test the applications. That is about getting your application published, and you need to do that as soon as possible. That's my advice. Because you can always improve later, guys. That's the thing. Don't try to build the perfect solution from step one. Build a scrappy MVP that is still functional. And while you're going through this process, you can work on improving. You can work on adding new features because the subsequent, like the next updates are going to be much easier to pass the app review. The first one is the most challenging one, so try to have as least features as possible to be able to pass it easily. And make sure to git commit often. If you're using AI tools, git commit often, and this is not just an advice, this I would say is kind of a requirement, because when we are going to do the judging process at the end, we are going to look, when judging the projects, we're going to look through the Git repositories, and we want to see like a progressively build application. We don't want to see like one commit with dumping an old application and launching it. We want to see how you build it progressively. So that's why make sure to git commit often. Here, a couple of notes. The repository does not have to be public. It's okay. I know a lot of you are very protective of your ideas. That's totally fine. You can keep it private. And at the end, when you're going to submit the application for the hackathon, we are going to ask request for personally on my account to just double check the Git repository. So you're not going to have to share it with a wide public. But make sure to git commit often. All right, let's go ahead and see the judging criteria. And for that, we're going to go to notjusthack.com so that you know like what are we going to look at when we are going to judge. The judging is going to happen in two ways. We're going to have community judging where people who are submitting application will be able to vote for our apps, and we're also going to have judges like juries. We are going to have around 5 people who will review all the applications and grade them on different aspects. So here on the website on notjust.dev, you're going to find the judging criteria. You can always check. The first one is the non-negotiable. If this one is not met, we're not even going to look for the next ones. And here is that the application must be published on App Store and Play Store. And it should be available for public download before April 30th. And the first version should be launched during the hackathon period. We're going to look when the application was launched. So if it was launched before, that's not going to qualify. Now, the first criteria is going to be on innovation. We're going to look at how unique your application is, or if it solves a real problem. We're going to check like if maybe you use some AI integrations, maybe it's something unique about your application, maybe it's very original, or it has a huge impact. And if that's the case, we're going to give you a lot of points here. The second one is business viability, like how likely is your application to make money. I'm not sure if you're going to manage to monetize it in 1 month. That is not required. If you do, that's good for you. Some bonus points you can actually mention when you submit it. If you don't, we're going to look at it and predict how good it is. Like if it has a clear target audience, if there is a market fit, if we see that there is demand for this solution, and if there is like growth potential. This is quite subjective criteria, but we're going to judge it for 5 different people. So in the end, it's quite objectively judged. The third one is functionality and complexity. We're going to look if the application is working, if it's not buggy, if it doesn't crash or stuff like that. We're going to also look at the technical depth or like at the complexity, because if it's a very simple like one screen application, but everything is working perfectly. And on the other hand, we have another application which is way more complex, we're going to probably give a little bit more points to the way more complex application. However, don't try to make the application complex if it doesn't have to be, because sometimes less is more, and more simple applications that are clear are going to be better, because in the next one we have user experience and design. So simple applications that are easy to understand, that are doing a job, will score higher on user experience and design. So if it's easy to use, if it's visually appealing and is consistent, and if it performs like without major lags, like this is again more like if it doesn't have like huge problems. Perfect. So these are the judging criteria, and let's double check what's next. I will share finally the timeline, so in order for it to be clear for everyone what is expected. And this is a recommended timeline, because the only deadline we have is by 30th. You have to submit the URL to your application. That's it. That's what we require. For you, this is a recommended, so today go ahead and start planning the idea and get started. Get started with the code, build the main feature. Start from the core for what's important. Don't start with authentication, the setting screens, the dark mode, light mode, with onboarding and stuff like that. No, that's later. Start with what's important. First week, build the MVP. The second week, from April 8th to 14th, submit the application to App Store or Play Store, or at least start the process. From third week, fix the App Store rejections, expect to have them, everyone goes through them, and it takes time. And the last week, submit the application to the hackathon, fix the last issues, last bugs, maybe release the last update if you're going to work throughout these moments like on new things. And finally, the deadline for the hackathon to submit the application is April 30th at the end of the day. And this time, this deadline is going to be strict. Previous time we gave more like 2 more weeks. But this time we decided we're going to make sure that everything is clear, we communicate well, and we're going to stick to the deadline to give everyone the same equal opportunities. And yeah, my advice, get started as soon as possible and go ahead and build something amazing. Also, don't forget to join us on Discord at notjust.dev/Discord. It's going to redirect you to our Discord channel. And there we have a separate category for Not Just Hack, where you can chat with others, you can help each other, you can find teammates if you need, you can help each other test applications, you can share ideas. And also on Discord, we're going to do most of the interactions related to the hackathon. We're not going to do it here on YouTube. We're only going to have a demo day that is going to happen in May, where we're going to show the results. But throughout the hackathon, Discord is the place where I'll try to be more active, and you can interact with the community. Also, in 2 days on Discord, and only on Discord, we're going to have a workshop about App Store optimization and ideation. We're going to share some ideas, and we're going to do some App Store research for specific keywords that might give you some ideas of applications that you could build. And we're going to share some insights about how to build these applications that can rank high organically. So again, all the information that I just said and the updates are going to be at notjusthack.com. Make sure to go there and register to be updated with everything that is going to happen new. And I think that's what I had for today. And we are ready to go into a Q&A session. And I will try to answer some important questions. I'm going to start with some YouTube questions, and then I'm going to get to Discord. So on Discord, I still don't hear you guys. I will need a little bit, like 5 more minutes. Let's see the YouTube comments. So it's again a themeless hack. Yes, we do not enforce any kind of theme. I'm pretty sure you have like wild ideas. Go ahead and implement them. 12 or 20 testers. I also knew about 20, but this weekend I researched, and in the documentation it says 12 testers. Don't quote me on this, double check it with the documentation, but I also believed it was 20. I guess it's 12. Let's see how many winners you would pick. This time we have 3 winners, 1 project for first place, 1 project second place, 1 project third place. Only iOS or Android? Also Android as well. Either an iOS application published on Apple App Store or an Android application published on Google Play Store. These are the options. Or you can publish to both of them as well. I started a little bit before this live stream. Is it okay? Yeah, if you started today, that's totally fine. The hackathon starts today, so it's perfect. Isn't it a little bit unintuitive to give React Native Mastery course to a person who already has developed the second best application in the competition? I'm pretty sure that anyone could learn a lot from React Native Mastery, just because how in-depth I'm going there with everything. So don't think that it's super beginner friendly, even though React Native Mastery starts and helps you with the fundamentals as well. But later in the course, we go like into very in-depth. And even companies are buying React Native Mastery for their existing React Native developers to upskill them. So I'm pretty sure even the person who is going to win the second place is going to benefit from it. I'm still confused that to do, last time I dropped my idea. I'm still confused to do. Hopefully you're not confused about the hackathon. I tried to make it super clear. But if you are confused about the idea that you want to build, on Discord, we're going to do an event on Thursday, and there we're going to share some ways how you can ideate. Until when does it have to be on the App Store? Guys, that is here, the deadline 30th. On 30th is the last day when you can fill in the form to give us the URL. So it should be on the App Store. The last day when you can make it public is April 30th. Because later we're going to close the form. You're not going to be able to submit it anymore. But that's not bad. Like if you don't manage for the hackathon, continue, because hackathon is one thing. Like the goal of a hackathon is to push you to build and launch something. And if you do that, I think that's already a success, and you should consider it as a success. How about the language of application? The language of application. I think it would be easier for us to test and to understand the concept of application if it would be in English. Also understand like a bit of Spanish, a bit of Russian, a bit of Romanian. We have people from Lithuania. So it's just like if we're going to understand the application, we're going to be able to navigate it. We can use any AI APIs like ChatGPT or Grok. Yes, we can use that. Can we submit games? Yeah, I think you can. It's not like a game hackathon, so we thought more about like applications, but based on our rules, like it's not a problem. Like if it's on App Store or Play Store. French. It's gonna be harder, but I don't know. Like, probably we're going to be able. Can we submit multiple ideas and win one of them? Or is there supposed to be only one application I should select as a submission? I would say you can do more. But in order to limit, like not to get spammed by someone, like let's say up to 3 ideas, up to 3 applications. But start with 1, obviously. Is it viable idea if it's something from your channel? Say if it's significantly improved, enhanced. Yes, perfectly fine. As long as it solves a problem, it's thought out, and it's submitted on the store, go ahead. So any practical application like Uber would be quite hard to build. So I encourage you to try to think about simpler ideas. Can I follow along a course by coding alone, modifying the course to my test, git commit and submit? Yeah, I think you can do if you are building it as a unique idea. Let me check if we have other ideas that you're interested, but I would encourage everyone who is watching us on YouTube or on Twitch or on Twitter, make sure to join our Discord channel, because in a second I'm going to stop the public live stream. I'm going to spend a little bit of time on Discord answering any questions if we have there, and throughout the whole month I'm going to be more active on Discord. So that's the place to be, and go ahead on the shortcut to our Discord is notjust.dev/Discord. It's going to take you to our channel. Okay. Yeah, let me. Come on. Vladimir, let's to be clear, the maximum application is that one person can submit is going to be free. Let's do it like this. Is there a prize at the end? Yes, there is a prize at the end. The first place will win a MacBook Air M4. The second place is going to win the React Native Mastery, the Ultimate Package. And the third place is going to win $250 in cash. Where shall I share the application link once I have it online? We're going to send you a form. So the only thing that you should do right now is go to notjust.dev. There, press on the register button, make sure to register. And if you do that, we're going to make sure to let you know when to submit the application. Also, if you're going to be on our Discord, we're going to announce when we launch the form. Yeah, we're going to look when the first commit was pushed, and we are going to also check like when it was submitted. Do we have to submit on both Apple Store or Play Store? No, only one, guys. App Store or Play Store. You can also do on two of them. How to join Discord? Go to notjust.dev/Discord. Look, here is the link. All right, so if you have questions, join the Discord, ask me there. I'm going to try to help you. And I wish everyone the best of luck in this hackathon. Go ahead, challenge yourself. Think about the ideas that you always wanted to build. Give them a try and get some application on the store. Whether this is the first time you're going to build and launch an application, or it's going to be already like another application that you're going to deploy, I'm pretty sure it's going to be a nice challenge that you're going to look back and be proud of yourself that you did it. And you're going to have an application of a market that people can find and use. And who knows, maybe this is going to be a successful one that can completely change the trajectory of your career in the next steps. Thank you very much, everyone, and I'll see you on Discord, and happy hacking. Bye-bye.